Otherwise, the tomb that you are going to see could not be his. In 1924, this wine press was discovered by archaeologists. It's just on the other side of the low wall over here, and you will see it yourself in a minute. This is from the Roman era, and it guarantees to us that underneath our feet they were growing grapes in the time of Christ. This was an agricultural garden. So over there we have a known site of execution. Over here we have a known garden, and in the garden there is a tomb. So that is point number one. Point number two, the tomb of Jesus was closed using a rolling stone the shape of a coin. That is how this tomb was closed. Point number three, the tomb of Jesus was cut from solid rock. That is how this tomb was made. Point number four, the tomb of Jesus was the tomb of a rich man. This is the tomb of a rich man. Point number five, the tomb of Jesus was the tomb of a rich Jewish man. Joseph of Arimathea, who owned the tomb that Jesus was buried in, was a senior Jewish political leader. So he would have built a Jewish tomb. This is a Jewish tomb that you are going to go inside. The feature that makes it Jewish, and we are certain of this, is that it has got a ventilation window that would draw away the smell of a decomposing body. Point number six. On resurrection morning, 5 or 6 women came to the tomb together, and they went inside the tomb. Now this tomb is big enough for you to go inside. 7 or 8 at a time. You will be able to stand up inside, because it's divided into 2 chambers. On one side there is the weeping chamber where the body was prepared for burial, and on the other side is the burial chamber where the body was laid to rest. Now Jesus' tomb must have been similar to this. If it isn't his tomb, then it ought to be. So the women have come to the tomb. They found that the body has gone. They have met with angels, and then they go to find the men. John takes up the story in his gospel. He says that he and Peter came running to the tomb. He said that he ran faster than Peter. He got to the tomb first, but he didn't go inside. He said from the entrance to the tomb, he could see the place where the body of Jesus had been lying. He could see the grave clothes. He could see the cloth that had been over Jesus' face, folded up in a place by itself. And he could see that the body was gone. And all of that he could see from the entrance without going in. If you stand at the entrance to this tomb and you look across, you can see that grave bed in your eye line. You can't see this one or this one. To see those, you've got to go inside. inside.
esta o esta antes de que ingresen a la tumba.
So if this is the tomb of Jesus,
Así que si esta es la tumba de Jesús,
then that is where his body was lying from Friday until Sunday morning.
entonces es por eso que su cuerpo estaba
You can
ahí
see it
desde
from
el
the
día
entrance.
viernes hasta el día domingo. Lo pueden ver desde la entrada.
Point number 8.
Punto número 8.
If you go inside this tomb and you look for a dead body,
Si van adentro de la tumba y did you say
look for a dead body,
y buscan por el cuerpo muerto,
you're going to be very disappointed
ustedes podrían estar muy decepcionados.
because he is not here,
Él no está aquí.
he is risen.
Él ha resucitado.
Amén.
Now, I might tease you
Puedo bromear
and say, I'm surprised that you've come so far for so little.
y puedo estar sorprendido que han venido de tan lejos para hallar muy poco.
Because you knew before you left home that the tomb was empty.
Porque ustedes ya sabían que antes de llegar acá la tumba estaba vacía.
And you've already met the living Jesus in your own home country.
Y ustedes ya conocieron al Señor Jesucristo en su país.
Amén.
Over there, I said, much more important than where is why.
Allá yo les dije que más que saber dónde es por qué.
I want to say that again here.
Quiero decirlo de nuevo.
Much more important than where
Más
is why.
importante de dónde es por qué.
Do you realize that you're in Jerusalem?
¿Se dan cuenta que están en Jerusalén?
10 minutes away from where you are sitting,
10 minutos fuera de acá de donde están sentados.
the Apostle Peter preached the very first Christian
El
sermon.
apóstol Pedro predicó el primer sermón.
You are here to the
Ustedes
north of
están
the
aquí
city.
al norte de la ciudad.
He preached down here on the steps to the south of the temple.
Él predicó aquí en las gradas hacia el templo.
It takes 10 minutes to get from here to there.
Toma 10 minutos para ir de un punto a otro.
You are in his congregation
Ustedes están en su
on the
congregación
day of Pentecost.
en el día de Pentecostés.
You hear him say, God raised
Le
Jesus from the
escuchan
dead.
decir, Dios levantó de los muertos a Jesús.
If you did not believe that,
Si ustedes no creyeran eso,
within 10 minutes you could be at the tomb
dentro de
here
10 minutos ustedes podrían venir a la tumba
and
y
you could
estar
see
aquí,
for yourself.
y podrían verlo por ustedes mismos.
That day, 3,000 people
Ese
believed.
día 3,000 personas creyeron.
And the reason that they believed was
Y la
because the
razón por la
tomb was
cual ellos
empty.
creyeron era porque la tumba estaba vacía.
The disciples didn't have the body.
Los discípulos no tenían el cuerpo.
The Roman authorities didn't have the body.
La autoridad romana tampoco tenía el
The
cuerpo.
Jewish authorities didn't have the body.
La autoridad judía tampoco tenía el cuerpo.
Jesus had been raised.
Jesús había resucitado.
Amén.
There are 3 important reasons why
Tres
God
razones
raised Jesus from the dead.
importantes por las cuales Dios levantó de los muertos a Jesús.
During his lifetime, some people said that Jesus was a liar.
Alguien dijo que Jesús era mentiroso.
They said he was a fraud.
Ellos dijeron que él era un fraude.
They said he took titles to himself of being the Messiah, but he wasn't.
Ellos dijeron que él se hacía llamar el Mesías, pero que él no era.
Other people said, Ashley, if you go up and use area B, we're going there afterwards. The